Barrow. We, last time we left off, I was still trying to figure out how to get more money, because apparently we're out of money now, and we've got to get more money to continue to stay at this small hotel that we're at in town. Let's continue. Yeah, it's launch settings. Okay, launch settings here. What we got? Settings. Settings here. Alright, here we go. Let's continue already. Yeah, we were still trying to figure out what we need to do here. And I just realized that I didn't turn on the chat thing that I usually turn on. I gotta fix that real quick here. Chat. How do I pop this out? Chat settings, pop out chat. There we go. Show. Alright, cool. Alright, there we go. Cool. That's all set up then. Oh my god, I'm getting annoyed with this crap too. Can you just get over there? Thank you. No. Thank you. I swear, the mouse is starting to piss me off lately. I don't know why it's doing this crap. But I think I need a new mouse. Alright, continue, or load. I don't know what we need. Yeah, right, this one I think, right? Hmm. Oh, that's right, I'm still out of money. I still gotta figure out what I need to do with, getting my money.
I've no use.
Right, okay.
I must say.
Okay, I already did that, so I gotta figure out what I need to do with, I still need to figure out how we're gonna get in the,
Hello? I really...
What did I tell you? Now to be...
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Wait, I already talked to this guy, didn't I? I swore, Where was it I need to go? I forget now. Barrels?
I suspect the barrels are empty. I could tell. I'd rather not go.
Okay, we're done with that part. Alright, okay. Now, where was that guy at? I forget. Was he like over... Yeah, he was over here, wasn't he? Yeah, our box is in there. Now, how the hell do we get in there? That's the question, I don't know.
Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must be the local post office.
Yeah, now how do we get in there?
The postmaster.
But my crate...
You'll have to wait for Mr.
Yeah, how are we gonna get in here? Annoying. This guy's annoying too. We can't get through
The
that.
man is...
Right, okay.
Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
How do we get in there? I still don't know how we're supposed to get to,
It really is great to have someone new to talk to. I've so many more stories to share. Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
Wow. How the hell are we supposed to,
Mr. Long can really put away a drink. Thank goodness I've switched to water.
Yeah. Yeah, how are we supposed to, we've got to get in there. I still don't know how we're supposed to get in there, though.
I can't think of any.
Okay, no.
Good day, sir.
Okay. Yeah, we can't get in there. I still need to get in there to talk to... I mean, to get my stuff, but I don't know how to do that. It's probably something really easy that I'm probably an idiot.
The window box is well out of reach.
I mean, I'm probably, like, it's probably
These flowers look...
Okay. I must be missing something, but I don't know what it is.
I can't remove...
Okay.
I don't think anyone...
Right, no one's at home.
The door has been...
I still gotta get in there.
I don't think anyone is home.
Okay, I'm kind of running
Bucket
out.
is rust.
I'm running out of ideas here.
This must belong to...
I don't know what I need to do here. This is very frustrating. I'm gonna have to look up a walkthrough because I don't want to be standing here stuck on this puzzle all night, you know? I still need to figure out how to get in here. And this guy will not let me go in. Says I need to wait for somebody to get back. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that because
I don't wish to give...
Okay.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
I wanted to stab him, but I guess, yeah, that would be a stupid idea.
I don't wish to give...
Wait, I can't set him on fire either? Oh, this game sucks. Okay, so I got this...
I don't wish to give...
I still don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get in there. Because he won't let me in. This is very frustrating. I don't know what to do. And I really hate doing this, because I was doing a good job playing it, you know, fair and not looking up walkthroughs, but if you're stuck, you're stuck, you know, and this game doesn't have an automated help system, so I can't utilize that, so yeah, I gotta look it up. Okay, let's look up a walkthrough for Excavation of Hob, because I don't know what to do. I'm running out of ideas. I hate doing this. I mean, I was enjoying the game, but you're always liable to run into some issue that you can't solve. So eventually, you know, you're gonna have to look it up. Because, unfortunately, not every game has a, the Excavation of Barrow walkthrough. Give me information here. Complete walkthrough. First day. Are we still on the first day? Wait, this is only a 3-day game? Are you serious? You already picked up the necklace. Okay, so you get an achievement for answering all the Sherlock Holmes, the Shakespeare questions correctly, but you don't have to get them right. Oh, okay, so I need to go somewhere. Besides, okay, so we need to fast travel to... Okay, so apparently according to this, we need to fast travel to... Burnwood and take the crossroad to the north. Is this way, right? Yeah.
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off.
Okay, we gotta
I
find.
hate him.
We gotta find her
Is
doll.
Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
Okay.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry, Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Okay. Oh, dear.
Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him so hard.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
I have, yes.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I will.
Yes, I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle
Ah,
for
of
me.
course.
You will?
Yes. But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
I will.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Take the exit from the... Left exit from the crossroads? Oh yeah, this way. Okay. Then you can turn it to the left. You can take the exit at the bottom of the screen to meet a rude man and some workmen. Oh yeah.
I shall see you later this evening, gents. Well, I say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Oh god. Gross.
Wait.
What the?
Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Talk to the workmen to learn about.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
Lord, who's this guy?
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting.
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
Wow, everyone is like so like suspicious acting in this game, man.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Why?
These are his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Beoley.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
Okay.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing.
That wouldn't be HobsBarrow, would it?
Do you know where I can find a place called HobsBarrow?
Never heard of it.
What type of ruin is Lord Panswick
Yeah, is it a
restoring?
barrow by any
An old
chance?
chapel.
Oh.
I should rather like to see it.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
Well,
What is your name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
alright.
I'll let him get on with his work.
Okay, so we can't talk to anyone else here. Alright. How to find Jane's ragdoll? Enter us on the screen to the right of the end. Okay, so we need to go...
No doubt home to many a woodland creature. I've no desire...
Can we do anything else here? No. Okay. Head to the house on the screen to the right at the end. Okay, so we need to go back to the inn then, I guess. Map. The... Village Square. Okay, there's the long furrow. Head to the house on the screen to the right at the inn, okay. No, not that. House right at the screen, okay. Beside it. Oh, there he is. Alright, little brat. Give me back that doll.
Good day. Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk.
The fair
They'll
folk?
teach her.
Fair folk?
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors.
Oh, of
I
course.
gave Myrtle to them.
Oh, of course.
Little people. You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Right.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I gave him a doll.
Sure.
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
I heard he owns the whole county.
Have you met him?
No, he lives out on the moors somewhere. But everyone does what he tells them to.
Why's that?
Because he has a lot of money.
Oh, makes sense.
Are you sure you don't know anything about HobsBarrow? I would very much like to find it.
No,
Where can I find these fair folk?
follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
But where is this little house?
Just listen for the bells, you'll find it.
Right.
Don't think about bringing that doll back. That'll just bring bad luck for all of us.
Goodbye.
Okay, exit. Head to the church. Where is the church on my map? Yes, it is. Okay. Head to the church and take the exit to the right. From here, take the exit through the arch. Okay, cool. On this screen, you'll find a ring of mushrooms. Ah, okay. Use a trowel. Oh, I see. That's what the trowel's for. So we can dig it up. Flashback.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
Walk to the left and pick up the doll. The left? Can't go to the... Oh, wait, I guess we can. Ah, there it is. Josephine.
There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
So cute.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
Actually...
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
Actually...
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that.
She's just...
If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash.
Well, that would be
What is it?
Well, that'd be true if this was a... That'd be true if this was a horror... If this wasn't a horror game, but because it's a horror game, I'm not so sure about that.
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
So... Back in the present, you'll be confronted with the close-up of Jane's doll. Look on it.
This must be Jane's rag doll.
It is. Let's pick it up.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
Yes. You can also get a hairpin, apparently.
How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm. This may come in handy.
Yes, it
I'll
may.
keep it.
Alright.
At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Right. Okay, return to the creek. Okay, so the creek is, was it, where was it? Yeah. Yeah, return to the creek. That's this way. Isn't it? Yes. There you go. Here's your doll.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Yes.
Hide and seek.
That's
Come
not...
back!
That's not what I,
It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
I know how you feel, lady. I didn't have kids either.
Hey!
Okay. Just go this way. Where'd she go?
Jane?
She's in there. Use trowel with hope. Good.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod.
Yes.
That should do it.
Yeah. But we cannot
Jane!
We cannot...
Jane? Jane?
Another, oh, we need a light source. But I've got a light source, though. Don't I have matches? Okay. You already did that. Oh, I see. Ah, I got it. Okay, so that's...
Can't see.
Okay, we need a light source. Okay. So that's... So, I was on the right track about the drinking thing, but I need to get 2 people in the bar at the same time. So I need to find Cyril, so I can offer him a drink as well. I see. I got it. Alright. So then with the 2 of them in an argument, I will be able to finally get into that storeroom. Okay, so we need to find Cyril then. Where's Cyril? It's a bit cozier. There's Cyril though. Oh, left exit from the square to find. Left exit. That's this way, right? Yeah, I guess I can't go any further that way. Left exit from the village square. Is that... Still got to find the... oh, there he is. Alright, Cyril.
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah! You're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad
Outsider!
opinion. But Henry,
Right.
he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or 2 in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now,
Yes.
go on then, lass.
Follow me.
I get it. Now we gotta get him in there.
So then he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Okay.
Very droll, Cyril.
Very droll.
Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Okay, well, let's go back. I need to talk to Henry and get him into a fight. So then, while they're distracted, I can get what I need. Alright, here we go. Let's talk to him again.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't
There
hurt.
we go.
I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
Ah, that's what the hairpin's for. I kind of figured that what the hairpin would be used for, but...
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Oh, here we go. There go.
Idiot!
Oh, boy.
That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Alright. What I wanted to do. Now they're doing that shit, I can go do something. Like break into that storeroom. Alright, let's go. Let's go do this shit. Alrighty. Okay, that's why we got this hairpin. Use hairpin with door.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory.
Well, duh.
A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
Okay. Please don't tell... Oh god, don't tell me that I have to do it myself. Oh, okay, I was like... worried at first. I thought they were gonna, like, make me do some kind of minigame with this shit.
I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door.
Cool. Just forgot the thing.
Let's open this.
Oh. Oh, hi, O'Connell. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it.
This envelope.
Yes, let's open this envelope.
There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London, and I cannot join immediately. I packed to use equipment, and pray you'll find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch. Alright, cool.
How very frustrating.
Yes, it
I
is.
wonder what happened.
I wonder what happened to you there.
I
Okay.
better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back.
Yeah, you better.
Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task.
Yeah, I imagine it wouldn't be.
Somehow, no one was there to witness it.
That's good.
But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
More flashbacks, I'm guessing. Or maybe not. Alright, see what's in here.
Wait,
What's in there?
where is my money?
Oh no.
It's not in here.
God damn it.
Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern.
But no money in there.
Feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside.
How are we gonna
I'll
stay?
leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here.
Yeah, are you sure we can trust him though? I don't know.
No money and no assistant.
Oh boy.
This is most
I
inconvenient.
agree.
Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that barrow and get on with the excavation.
Alright, well, let's get out of here then. So we can't get anything else in there. Okay. Alright. What's the okay. Alright. There's a blacksmith over here. Let's talk to him.
It looks like the same make as my own.
That's it.
Alas, it is not mine to take. A fantastic specimen. It looks like...
Right. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Crozier.
Good day.
Yes?
I noticed your spectacular fossil specimen.
Oh, I collect them. This one is called an...
Ammonite.
I'm impressed, lass.
From the Jurassic period, I'd venture.
Do you collect them too, then?
My true interests lie in comparatively modern history.
Oh, aye. Well, I do love a fossil. It's important to remember that we all end up in the soil eventually.
That's true.
Quite.
That's true.
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth.
Oh, so that's what
at
they're
that.
talking about, paraffin. Okay.
How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
Okay, what do you want?
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Alright.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Oh, well, now I know where I need to go next. Head to that creek. And since none of the kids are there, we can now get this fossil. With the chisel. Awesome. We'll trade that to him.
Splendid.
Yes.
I've managed to extract it in one piece.
Yes. Okay. Let's go, right back to the... This way? Oh, wrong way. I meant to go this way, actually. Hello. You said something about a trade. Here you go. Here's a fossil.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. Looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside.
Sweet.
There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Bind the paraffin with the lantern in your inventory. Okay, makes sense. Cool.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Awesome. Alright, let's head to that hole again. I think it's this way. Yeah, it's over this way. Okay.
Right, let's put this lantern to good use.
Exactly. Now we can see what's in there. But hold on a second. Because there is someone here that I don't. Goodbye. There'll be none of that trying to sell me viewers in here. Okay, here's... Now you can progress all the way to the end. Alright, let's continue.
Jane, come out at once.
Okay. I don't know if this is such a good idea, but let's see what's in here. What the? Whoa.
Goodness me.
That's creepy.
Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, she wasn't.
No, I weren't.
Where was she?
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
Is she lying?
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you.
Okay.
And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
You're welcome.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Alright, well... Okay, so let's head back to the church. Which is right... Badger attack, yeah. Okay. Go down at 6 months and right to the church. Okay. Okay, is this the...
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far.
Okay.
The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow.
Yeah.
The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Oh, condemn you to your fate. What do you mean by that? Knock on Mr. Bryden's door to meet him. Let's knock on the door. Hello?
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye? What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well,
Yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Oh, what do you mean by that? Last time?
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
Okay.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. He couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The landers reclaimed it.
The other man.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards.
Makes sense.
I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
The farm.
What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair aside, we're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock, even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd.
That is odd.
I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Good point. Yes.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Well,
I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, Mr. Bryden.
Well, you're going to have to.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
yes.
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
Wait, I got proof. Take his letters.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, this is crazy.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
Okay.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
You won't be thinking after you see what's in there. I don't know what it is, because I haven't played this game myself, so... Alright, what's in there?
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
Yeah. Probably. What's this? A stone. Should say.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
Me neither. I'm sure it's important though.
Finally, here it is.
Uh-huh.
Hobbs Barrow.
Yeah. Another flashback, okay.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
I don't know. Let's find out. Okay. Click on the barrow.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Another flashback.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina.
Aww. Hello, Daddy.
Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Aww.
Thank you, Daddy.
Aww. Thank you, Daddy. Okay, trowel. So 3 mounds of dirt and
Now I'm ready.
mounds of dirt in the flower beds. Mounds of dirt. What mounds of dirt? Oh, that dirt, I see. Okay. Let's use it on this dirt here. I said let's use this on the dirt here. Thank you.
Just worms.
Aww. I'm sure you'll find something in one of these. There's another thing of dirt.
Nothing here.
Aww. I'm guessing it's in the last one. And what's she gonna find?
Treasure!
Yay!
Daddy, I found the treasure!
What'd she find? What is that?
Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
Okay. That's interesting. Alright, well. Alright, she's heading back to the inn, I guess. At night.
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Yes, you should. And I will just take us there quickly. Let's talk to Stanley.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley. What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
A most charming man, Miss Bateman. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
I found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, Remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Miss Bateman. How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
No thanks, Mr. Tillett.
Please, Miss Bateman. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
Oh, Mr. Tillett, if you insist.
So now we gotta.
Very good.
So now we gotta get drunk
Take
again.
a seat, Miss Bateman.
Oh God.
I shall return with the goods.
Right.
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be.
Right.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally.
Oh, okay.
I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognised from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end.
Yeah.
I can't get the image out of my mind.
That's why he drinks a lot.
She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him. and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur.
Nice.
Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did.
But I did, yeah.
And another after that. And another.
I think you've got an alcohol problem too.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I.
Oh, really?
I treasure the memory.
What happened?
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
What song?
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then.
Okay.
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull.
Okay. Oh, here we go. More creepy stuff. She got visited by a cat the first night, so I'm curious if something else is gonna happen here. Oh, okay, we're still in a dream here. Alright, go to the left. Keep going. See what we're gonna encounter here. What the hell was that? Okay. Shit, okay.
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
Wait, what?
My father?
You were deep down with the others.
Wait, what?
You were there when something went wrong.
What?
I dragged him out.
What?
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning.
Okay.
Now go.
Right. This is weird.
One more thing.
Yeah.
This is not a dream.
Really? Sure seems like a dream to me. The second day, Expiscore. Alright. The second day. Alright. Okay. Oh. The hell is that?
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
Yes. Was it a dream? I don't know. But there's something right there. What is this?
What's this?
Interesting.
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
Yep. Okay, day one. Arrived at a decent day's drive from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I am my local contact tomorrow, so it'll be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here, not give by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Despite this real possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith she will conquer this bout of illness. True to form, my journal's been abandoned. Let that not speak with excitement. I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also saw a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided with a tincture for my beloved nausea, gravidarum. I'm sure she shall be pleased upon my return. Lo, a plate of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminate our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I shall clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. O theta epsilon x. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th archontic. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? A deep, dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. Okay.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash. I don't recognise the handwriting.
I wonder if it's her father's handwriting.
Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
I wonder if her father's journal, because, I mean, she's acting like she doesn't know. But then again, she could. Let's see.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That were quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there.
Well, let's see.
Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
That is very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
Weird stuff.
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
What do you make of this stone?
Yeah.
That's a funny looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
It's a cockerel.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Interesting.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
I was at HobsBarrow.
Oh?
But everything was different. Great peaks soared in the distance. And there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow, eyes as black as pitch. It told me that my father had been there in HobsBarrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal! You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about HobsBarrow?
That I should leave it alone?
Aye.
Hogwash.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about HobsBarrow.
Interesting. Folk tale.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin. They say he lived inside HobsBarrow, hence the name, HobsBarrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course.
Oh, okay. Now
Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
If I ever find
Perhaps, if I ever meet him.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Oh.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed. I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Oh. What's this?
The knife is stuck deep in the table. Goodness me, I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Oh.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's head to... Oh, we gotta leave first. What the...
Right. I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs Barrow and find out where this journal came from.
Yes, you do.
I've just noticed this matchbox is completely damp from the rain. The match is no use to me anymore.
Oh, okay. So you threw that away then? Yeah, you did. Okay. Who's this? Who's this person?
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello, Father Roach.
Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Alas,
Don't
no.
get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed.
Oh, it's exhausted.
Do you recognise this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
No.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
Anything about
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh, yes. A rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports. He believes this to be a godless land, something I wholeheartedly disagree with. To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to my oafish conjecture. Let us move on.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Fernwood Crossroads to find Arthur.
Thomasina!
Good morning, Arthur.
Oh, you look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Well, Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
Journal?
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please go ahead.
So.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turned me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Little Mildred.
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help
witch,
you with
huh?
symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
Alright, stone.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
Yeah, it's very mysterious.
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye. I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur.
Aww.
Shouldn't you be manning the station?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital.
Okay.
Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch?
Yeah.
Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
Exactly.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who
Right.
are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some
You like
also
to say
go
that a
to
lot.
potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Okay, let's continue on to the left then. See what happens when we go. Oh, flashback again. Nice. Aww. Hello.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
Okay. Alright.
I don't want to.
Alright, look.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are
Aww.
strong words for such a little lady.
Why is she hating?
I want to come with you.
Oh.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
I wonder.
I love you. See you soon, little bird.
I wonder if he did go to HobsBarrow. Because that's what that goblin says. So I wonder if that's true. Okay. Let's keep going to the left. And then we need to go south here. Let's go south until we reach Mildred's cottage. Oh, there she is. Okay, talk to her.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family
Oh, she does know my
resemblance.
father then.
You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning.
Interesting.
But I'll never forget those eyes.
Okay.
Why was my father in Bewley?
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
Wow.
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Hernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
Oh my god.
What journal?
It is her journal. It is her father's journal. How come she didn't know that? I mean, doesn't she recognize her father's handwriting?
Take a look at this. A passage recalls meeting a local wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
Wow.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
It's been so many years since I've seen it.
Okay, that makes sense.
What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash.
Hogwash?
My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be
You
asking
love to
about
say
such
that word.
nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do.
Right.
Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Yes.
Who excavated HobsBarrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
Maybe you didn't know him as
You'll
well.
have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
Of course.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with HobsBarrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Can you tell me anything about
Maybe
Leonard
Leonard Shoulder was the third person.
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see.
I think he was the third man.
Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Miss Walker.
Okay. Well, let's leave.
Miss Bateman,
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb HobsBarrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
Yep.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Miss Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Okay. Flashbacks. Oh, here we go. Flashback again. Alright. What we got?
Thomasina! Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
Oh boy. Okay, what's she gonna tell her? Probably about her father, right? I imagine. Okay, let's talk to,
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Poor girl. Alright.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now.
Yes. Alright. Or,
Where did Mummy go?
Okay, which way? Oh, that resin. Okay, use the chisel with the yellow resin on your right. It says we'll need that later. Alright, well then let's get it.
I've collected some waxy resin.
Not sure why we need that, but okay. Let's take it. Keep heading towards the entrance to the woods. Fast travel's disabled at the moment. Of course it is. What the hell?
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Okay. Weird. That's weird. Oh. Hey, Arthur.
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley.
What's wrong with him?
Arthur?
What's wrong with him?
Hello?
Seriously, what's wrong with him? Why is he staring in the distance?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes. Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
Okay.
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I had. I was at Hobbs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my father from something inside and that I would find proof of this in the morning. Sure enough, when I awoke, the journal was in my room. Mildred confirmed the journal belonged to my father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think anymore. Arthur? Arthur, are you listening? Fine then, we'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we can fast travel. Okay, let's head to Mr. Bryden's farm. Oh. Okay, another flashback. Boy, she has a lot of flashbacks.
Mummy?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Yeah, what are you burning?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Just waste.
You're lying.
Now go inside.
What's in that journal? What are you burning there, lady? I feel you're lying about something here. And how come she don't remember any of this?
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Yeah, what is it?
Waste.
Uh-huh.
Burn it.
Uh-huh. She's lying to you, but you're gonna burn it anyway. Very interesting. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Bryden again.
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss, I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
The answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
Okay, well, show him the journal stone then. What do you got?
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
Why did that change his mind?
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Okay.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Okay. Ooh. Another piece just like that. Okay.
Incredible! A pair!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
No, she's not.
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding
accident. She was lying, of course.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Yes.
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
Alright, cool. Alright.
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me?
Yeah.
To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed, and so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Okay, what's gonna happen when she... Because I know that this whole game is a flashback, and, like, at the very beginning, she was, like, talking to somebody, and then we flashed back to this. So I'm guessing this is all a flashback here. Okay. Now head to the church to meet a dog. Alright. Oh. Hello, doggy.
Hey, boy.
Okay. Let's go this way. Alright. Where's the dog? Okay, maybe not this way. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. This guy. This arrogant jackass from earlier.
Good day.
Good day.
Sydney, must you be so unruly? Run along home now, won't you?
Oh, so that's his dog.
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
James what?
What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Yeah.
Indeed. My ambition knows no bounds.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
Oh, God.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
Alright, why not?
Why not?
Magnificent. You shall be the shining star of my new world.
Okay.
I don't really have the time now, though. Perhaps later?
Don't fret, my dear. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Yeah.
Capital.
Okay, that's kind of creepy, actually, but,
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
HobsBarrow.
Do you know of HobsBarrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina.
God.
What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea?
God damn it.
What makes you happy?
Well, I like to rise early and watch the sunrise.
With your husband, I'm sure.
No, I'm currently unentangled.
Such a view should be shared
Oh,
with at least
God.
a lover.
Do you deem yourself fit for this position?
Indubitably.
Okay.
But do go on. How do you like your tea?
Hot, with just a splash of milk.
No sugar, of course.
No sugar.
It rots the teeth. Your smile is as dazzling as the Himalayan
God.
snow.
Oh, James.
And finally, what makes you happy?
Spending time with my father.
I should like to meet him.
Perhaps you will. And you, James? I propose the same queries to you.
All in good time. My truths will surround you in good time.
Okay, this guy's very mysterious.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley.
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
Of course. Yeah.
Was that your dog?
Yes, his name is Sydney. Quite the excitable pup. Don't mind his bark. The little fellow wouldn't hurt a fly.
Okay.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little
Oh,
more
God.
exciting?
This guy is just,
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises.
Okay, dude.
I see a new world.
Alright.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist. Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
Okay. Well, let's go to the square. Okay, talk to the various people at the market. Oh. Alright, let's talk to this woman here.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
Produce?
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Okay. Hey. Oh, who's this? Oh, hello. Apple seller.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house like?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Yeah, well. Pie seller?
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county.
2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out. Mutton pies!
Okay, Miss Tompkins.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him.
Okay. Milk.
You are in the employ of Lord Panswick?
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his
that's why we need
labourers?
to talk to
Maybe.
Lord Panswick.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye. Bring me some milk, and I'll take you to his lordship.
Alright.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
Alright.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye. He should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
Are you familiar with HobsBarrow?
What's that?
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
Okay.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will.
Alright. Let's talk to Mr. Crozier.
Good day.
Hey up.
It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Do the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were you here for?
That's what I intend to find out. What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
Goblin, yeah.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle.
Right.
Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Okay.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Quite. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the Plough and Furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Okay. Right.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Cool.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Ooh, we got the knife. Let's head to the,
Mutton pies!
let's head inside. To the inn. Because I think... let's examine
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start an all.
Hands off me, sugar!
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
Yeah.
I said hands off!
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Got a sugar cube. Alright. Okay. Let's talk to Stanley some more.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay. Well, let's head back to the graveyard then. And that's in the church, right? Okay. First on the previous chapter. Oh.
Hello?
Who are you? Oh. Oh, who's this?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. There you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
That's him.
That's my name.
How marvellous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Heavens! I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Alright, finally. Finally we get to talk to this guy.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed, I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvellous.
I just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
Interesting.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
Right.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
Okay.
But why do you wish to excavate the barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there.
Sure, that's wise.
My curiosity has grown over the years, and now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't look at that though.
Mr. Bryden has given me permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence. When do we start?
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. There's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
Yeah, but aren't they like superstitious and shit?
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Yes.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It were long said that a goblin made his home there. The rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash.
Yeah.
My father would have paid
Hogwash.
no heed to such tales.
She loves to say that word.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crop started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand. Folk here are a superstitious lot.
Yeah.
They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear.
Yeah, I'm not sure about.
Coincidence reigns
I'm not so sure about
So
that.
what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Okay.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time.
I wonder who the third guy was.
The atmosphere in the village was
Wait a
rather too
minute.
tense for
It
me
could be the
liking.
priest.
And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Yeah, the third guy could be the priest. He's acting. He's kind of
Tell me more of this folklore
an
you
ailment
mention.
and stuff. So
It
I'm
is
wondering.
said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds.
I guess she's gonna say hogwash about that,
where the
right?
flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you well know.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at HobsBarrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside HobsBarrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
Are you sure?
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25
that's kind of
years
suspicious.
before.
That's kind of suspicious.
And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me.
Yes.
Something is wrong here.
I agree.
This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
Journal.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Alright.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
The stone.
What do you make of these strange stones, Mr. Shoulder? They seem to originate from the previous excavation. One belonged to my father, the other to Samuel Bryden.
Marvelous things. They look ancient.
I agree. I've never seen anything like them in all my digs. Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you.
I wonder if he has been there. I mean, if he had seen her before.
We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Yes.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
Okay. Right.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
Yeah. Huh. Mr. Shoulder's shown himself. Ah! A more reflection. Here's to Margaret Tillett. Yeah, we gotta honor our drinking pal. Alright, let's get up now. Okay, go to the right.
The day was starting to test me.
Mm-hmm.
The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening.
Yeah.
It was after that first conversation with Leonard's shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream?
Could be.
What if it was all more than simple coincidence?
Yes.
What if that thing really could help my father?
Well, we'll find that out. Oh. Well, hello.
Good day, little one. Hello?
Hello.
What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string.
She wants a string.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
She can't talk.
Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm.
She not talk?
Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again?
She says
Yes.
Says yes. Okay.
Hey!
The devil's toe, huh?
Most peculiar.
Yeah, this
Perhaps I can mend the bow for her.
And this is at that devil's toe area.
If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made
Oh,
from
okay, that's why we
animal
need that
hair,
resin then.
coated in a waxy resin.
That's why we need that
the
resin.
strings don't vibrate without it.
That's why we need that resin. I get it. And I already picked that up, so. Alright, let's head to the end so we can talk to, Mr. Shoulder. Alright. Wait, did we gotta talk to him some more? I thought we'd asked him everything.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
What else can you tell me about this sax knot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Alright.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my health went to bugger, eh?
Okay.
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villagers to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want for nowt here.
I know where I can find a Scotch egg, that's for certain.
Do treat yourself to one. You'll not taste better.
Okay.
Is there anything else I should know about HobsBarrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so.
Okay.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so.
But for what reason?
He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass, I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologise.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
Right.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Let's head to Mr. Bryden's farm. Oh, we gotta leave first to do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, this bucket.
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission before attempting to milk his goat.
Right.
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
Right. Okay, check out the bucket. Need to not go to... Okay, there's the goat. Oh god.
Easy girl.
Easy girl. This is gonna go bad, isn't it?
I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
I wonder if she's not a fan of goats because this is kind of like a character like, the main character, Broken Sword, having a thing about goats.
All right, we are doing this.
No, you're not. Yep. Whoa, what the fuck? What's going on here? Yeah, what? That's weird. You don't really see that every day. It's, Hi.
I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was either.
I don't know what's happening to me.
I don't know either.
All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
Yeah, that's probably it. Alright. Well, maybe Mr. Bryan can help us with milking that goat. But I'm sure he'll want something in return for it.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I've worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help, I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I'm going to rest for a while.
Maybe Mildred can help with that. I mean, she is supposed to be a witch or something. Alright, let's head to Mildred's cottage. And of course, flashback.
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you now, all right?
Okay. Oh, great. What's in there? Oh, it's that pot, right.
Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it?
Next to the lamp. Yes.
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
Good. Okay. Talk to Mildred.
Good day.
Yes?
Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
Yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things.
All right.
Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
Okay.
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you.
What about those?
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
Like
I see.
Lord Penwick's?
What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Okay. Thank you.
Farewell.
Alright. Return to the creek. Where's that? Creek. Oh, these flowers on the left, okay.
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
It's not, though. But you don't know that. She's gonna say that and look elsewhere, though. Let's see what she says about this.
Good day. I have some elderflowers here.
Show me. No, this is not elderflower. It's cowbane. An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Alright, let's head back to the church and talk to Mr. Clancy.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
Go to the church and entrance. Alright. Talk to Mr. Clancy.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb. He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Tower garden, interesting.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
It does sound rather pleasant.
But
it's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
Interesting.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like. Were it in the graveyard? Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets back, pet.
Alright, well, I know we need to go, so
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
let's check out the graveyard. Because I think it might be the... Let's check out the memorial plaques. On the bottom right.
In memory of Henry Crozier. In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
That's the one. That's the one, obviously.
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
And that's where the key is.
There's a key behind here.
Of course there
This
is.
has to be Father Roach's spare.
Good. Okay, so it's not the key to this church, though. It's the key to his garden. Let's use the key to it. Oink. Awesome.
Capital.
Awesome. Let's see what's in here. At the top of the tower. Alright. That's it.
A small label on the pot reads Flirtwort.
Awesome.
This is just what I need.
How good that we found a... Okay, go back down and we could probably... No, I guess we've got to just go down the normal way and then we can continue. Okay. So now we have to do a whole bunch of stuff.
I should put the key back.
Yes, you should. After all, they don't want to be caught with it.
There. I hope that stays on.
Yes, hopefully. Okay. So, let's go back to the fairy ring. That's this way, I think. Isn't it? Yes, there it is. Okay. Examine the hole. Pick up one of the other ones.
You're coming with me, little fellow.
Yes.
I shall name you Kenneth.
Kenneth? Ooh! Sounds like you don't like him too much. Okay, combine the worm with the... Okay, combine the worm with the apple in inventory. Right.
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
You. Go to the market in the village square and examine the herbs in the woman's stall. Oh, I see. Okay. Well. Herbs.
This looks like elderflower to me.
Okay. Talk to one find she's not for trade. Okay.
Good day.
Fresh produce?
Is that elderflower you're selling?
Aye. Perfect for teas and tinctures?
Any good for sore joints?
Aye. Penny a bunch?
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
Sorry, miss. Does it look like I'm running a charity?
Can we work something out? A trade, perhaps?
I deal in cash only, miss.
Alright.
No coin, no elderflower. What'd you take me for?
Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to
Goodbye.
to steal
Ta-ra,
it off.
miss.
I'm going to steal it off of you then. Okay.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Ooh.
Easy. Yuck! A worm!
God damn it. Oh.
You'll pay for any damaged goods.
Sorry, miss.
Alright, let me... Okay, now I'm going to do it over again because I wasn't fast enough. Alright, let's give him the worm again. Alright, let's try that again.
Hello again, little worm.
Alright, let's try to do this again, and let's be a bit quicker about it this time.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
I'm going to try this again.
Easy.
I'm going to try this again.
Yuck! a worm.
Alright. Here we go. Albane. Aha! Got the other flowers. Nice. Cool.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
Good. Let's hope she doesn't notice. Yes. Now let's head back to Mildred Walker's cottage. Okay.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over.
Alright. Oh, good, we don't do that. Okay.
There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Let's head back to Mr. Bryden's farm now. And give him the poultice. Alright.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try.
Ooh.
Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
Okay. Alright, we got milk.
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Cool.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
Okay. You must provide a bucket of fresh goat's milk. Okay, well, let's head back to Billy Visit Square. So we need to give this to, who the hell is this guy? Oh, that's the apple seller. Where is this? Oh, there she is. Okay. Get you some milk.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
It's goat milk, though.
Mum, you've saved my hide.
I guess he doesn't carry us.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Alright, let's see.
Follow me, then.
Alright, let's see who this guy is, because apparently it's someone we've met before.
Come on over. It's not much further.
I wonder if it's that guy we've been talking to. You know, that was painting? Could be. Because there's not too many people around here.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Jeez.
Sorry, Mum.
Alright, let's talk to this bitch. Alright.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Okay.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
Uh-huh.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only thing
I
shot
knew
around
it.
here are the
It's
pheasant,
him. It's him.
and perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick.
That was his last.
At your disposal.
Okay. I knew it.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Yes, to be frank.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman.
Okay.
Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Lovely. She's lovely. Oh. Hello, welcome in, Mirror 28B.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us.
I wonder...
Bewley is a godless place.
I wonder if...
Have you forgotten about St. Edmunds? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
Of course.
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes?
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
Right. Okay.
Wait!
How are we gonna do that? We don't have any money. Alright, well let's head to... We need to head back to the, Julie Village Square here. And go down the alley. Okay. Oh, it's a horse.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
Yes, it would. Oh, but not like that.
She almost took my head off.
Alright. Well, we know horses like sugar, so here's a sugar cube.
Here, girl. Eat this.
Aww. Alright.
Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
Yes, hopefully. Let's use the knife on the horse to get the horse hair.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Cool. Combine the horsehair with the resin. Yes, of course. That's what that, resin...
I can't see how that will...
I know, I'm trying to get over here.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
Cool. And then we will use the bowstring with the fiddle bow. Cool.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Alright. Well, let's go give that to the girl. Devil's toe. Okay, that's the devil's toe. Alright. Here you go. Here's your fiddle bow. Go.
Look what I have for you.
What's gonna happen here? Okay, she's having another flashback or something. What's gonna happen? Oh, that's weird. Suddenly turned purple. Very beautiful song. And now we need to... Oh, she passed out apparently. Okay. Well, let's take the fiddle here.
My head is spinning. What happened?
I have no idea.
Hello? Where did she go?
No clue. Well, let's take this fiddle.
The girl left her fiddle behind.
Was she even there at all? Was it a ghost?
I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
So do I. Okay, well we got the... Now we can get the Bakewell puddings. Oh, abandoned fiddle. A strange sense of devil's toe. Okay. Okay. Well, so we need to head back to the church. She has a few, but she's saving them for Father Roach, unfortunately. So we have to get them some other way then.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently. Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Alright. Well, let's see what we can do about that. Oh, that must be it.
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Right.
Hello. What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor.
But what if she...
You'll end up with a round of shot
Yeah,
in you.
but what if...
I beg your pardon?
But what if he has
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
But what if Lord Panswick has the hots for me, though?
Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Okay. So now we need to get some flowers of some sort to put on the graves. Okay. And then once we give her those... let's talk to her. Okay.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Okay. Alright, well.
What does a hippiastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippiastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Apparently the flowers are at the flowers that we need are at Penswick Manor. I don't know why we can't just ask the guy to let me have some. I mean, probably was able to. Examine the tall red flowers.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned.
Alright, let's talk to...
There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum!
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Alright, I'm gonna steal those.
That confirms it.
Well, let's talk to this.
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me, or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them. Sorry, Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
Okay.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
Well, I'll find him.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum?
I'll see what I can do.
Please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
Like
I can try.
Alright.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
Alright, let's go.
Goodbye.
I'd best get back to work.
Right, let's head back to the village square now. I'm gonna start moving to the right here. Another flashback. Jeez.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories.
Okay.
Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them?
Sure.
Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
Okay. Let's look at these.
This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece." Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it.
Okay.
We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away.
Interesting.
Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Alright, let's, okay, it's the house. Let's go to the right.
There's something ahead on the road.
Yes, what is ahead on the road? Why the hell is he...
God!
Why the hell is he tied to the sign? The fuck is going on?
Mr. Ambrose!
Why in the hell is Mr. Ambrose tied
I'm
to a
going to
sign?
help you.
Why is Mr. Ambrose tied to a sign? Alright, well, we got a knife, so let's use it.
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent.
Yes.
I was dismayed at such savagery, and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free.
Yes, why was
he... Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
Aye, my love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
I think he knows more than he's saying, but he doesn't want to scare somebody.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! Have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
Damn!
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding
That's
my
awesome.
poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Good luck, you two.
Awesome. May they find happiness together. Yes. Alright, let's head back to the church. And give these flowers to Mr. Clancy. So then we get those puddings.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Alright. Aww.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so.
Yes, I'm sure you would.
Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us.
Aww.
Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Aww.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
Aww. Alright. Well, let's go get those puddings and give them to what's his name? Alright. Okay. Basket.
Here they are.
Cool. Alright, let's head to... back to... the manor again. Here we go. And there he is.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course I would have lent you my men either way.
Of course you would have.
I merely desired an excuse to share it.
Of course you did.
Lord Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
Good. Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Splendid. I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the beck.
That sounds nice.
Right. Little rain never hurt anyone. Yes.
We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own. Despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted. We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind. Father, could he be saved from his suffering? Was the answer to be found within Hobbs Barrow? I ached to find out. I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings. Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Right.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
Right.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Okay, what's gonna happen here?
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Yes. And that is here. Okay, go.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Okay, we got more people we need to talk to.
Your lordship.
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
Okay, hold on a second. I really need to do something. Spares. Okay.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Splendid. You heard the fair lady.
Something about this guy is fishy, I don't know.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses to Miss Bateman. May she conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that she desires. Hip hip!
Right.
You don't wish to join me in a beverage?
Oh, you go ahead, my dear. Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
Really?
Thank you, your lordship. I needed that.
I aim to provide you with whatever your heart desires.
I'm sure you
I've
do.
reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder?
Right.
Your lordship?
He doesn't... The way he talked to him, I'm not sure about. I live an hour from Bakewell, and the weather is just like that today. Yes, it's... I live in Texas, and unfortunately we get... Right now it's get nothing but hot, dry summers right now, unfortunately. Anyway, let me continue this. Let's talk to everybody here.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the plough and furrow.
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman.
Not sure that's
I'm
true.
looking forward to tomorrow.
Okay, let's talk to Stanley here.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley. An exciting time for Bewley. I thought you didn't want me to excavate HobsBarrow.
Well... What can I get you?
Okay.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay. Let's talk to Arthur. Where's Arthur? There's Arthur.
Tower. Seen her.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
Oh, really?
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside. In the alley.
It's kind of forward, isn't it? Okay.
He's stinking drunk.
Yeah.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Yes. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah. What's gonna happen here? I wonder. Alleyway.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologise to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man.
Oh.
He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Interesting.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It with a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you.
Okay.
I've remembered what he were on about.
Okay.
Oh?
Aye. Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited. I concentrated. And it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense.
As are me.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Okay. What did you see? What happened?
Hurry now, Leonard.
Okay.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health.
I knew this guy couldn't...
Fear. You said he has promised you
I
the reward
knew
of your returned strength.
this guy couldn't be trusted.
And it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye. She's family.
And she gets here in 2 days.
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
Uh-oh.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She will laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something? Ah, a moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice.
I knew this guy couldn't be trusted.
I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard.
Like you really care about
Sad,
her.
really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us.
Not that you really care, you
All
just
the very
want
best
her...
wishes for your excavation.
You just want her blood anyway.
Thanks.
Something fishy about this guy, and I was right to be mistrusting of him. Okay.
I'd rather not.
Yes. Okay, back to the inn. Alright. And it's way past time for my stream to end, so after this cutscene, we will Whoa, what the hell? That was weird.
I see that the prophecy has come into light. The shift in the atmosphere as the day fades into night. You won't you
How come there's no captions for this scene? Kind of weird. After playing through more of this, I'm getting a Wicker Man like feel to this game. It's kind of strange. I guess this song just keeps going, or is it end at some point? Okay, it does end. Alright. Oh, another cutscene. Alright. Another weird dream. Off to the left in the chapter. Okay. Weird. More weirdness. Alright, let's walk to the left. Okay. This creepy guy again. Yes. What do you want?
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again.
Uh-huh.
We can help him. Together.
Mm-hmm.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone.
Yes.
Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood.
Yeah, I knew it.
The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you. But it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do.
Right.
Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour.
I don't trust you.
Go. Save your father.
The third day, Incantamentum, which is actually the original title of this game. Then they changed it to Excavation of HobsBarrow.
I must undo what has been done.
Yeah, you should.
Father, I'm coming.
Are you sure that you're not being led down the wrong path, though? I worry about you. I'm gonna save, and we will finish off this game next time. because I feel like there's a lot of complicated puzzles we gotta do, and I hate complicated puzzles, so we'll do those next time. Save here. Save under the okay. Sunday. Oh, right. Sunday, I'm going to be checking out 3 Minutes to Midnight, a new game that was released on the 22nd, and a game I'd helped kickstart a while back, so they were finally now releasing it. That'll be totally blind, by the way. Monday, I'm going to be checking out... I'm going to be continuing my playthrough of Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 2. Tuesday, Les Manly Lost in LA. Wednesday, I'll be starting a new game because I finished Shantae Pirate's Curse last Wednesday. Thursday, playing a Doom 2 Megawad of some sort. Friday, nothing, and like I said, Saturday will be the conclusion of Excavation of HobsBarrow. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, all my videos are posted by Twitch account, Just5, and my YouTube account, Child Days. Don't that's all for now. Bye-bye. Alright, let's go raid somebody now. Wait. Yes. Chris. Thank you, Iconal and Miri28B for the raids. Much appreciated. Time to raid out now. He's not around. Well, in that case, we'll raid someone else. Raid. Don't know who else to. I guess I'll raid MXYZZY. I've raided them before, so. Alright, let's go raid.